This is an SM T515 or Galaxy Tab A, which is an Android tablet made by Samsung. This is an old one that with its 50 or 20 megapixel camera, quite the old chip, and this is a 2019 model, so around 7 years old, but we can say 6 since it's like January 2026. Now this is a factory reset model, and as the first issue shows itself, Bluetooth doesn't work on this chip, nor does Wi-Fi. So this doesn't have any wireless connectivity at all. So that's the issue that we have. This has no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. There is a SIM card in this, by the way, and it cannot connect. So it does not have any way to connect to a nearby tower, a nearby Wi-Fi router, or even do Bluetooth over Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi over Bluetooth. But this does have everything else works fine except the display with like a dead pixels in the center, and Ethernet with its USB-C port. Both speakers work and everything else works, but figuring out how to get internet to the device that makes it usable, I guess. So yeah, this is our tablet, and I want to make this out of it. Yes, the Google Nest Pixel tablet thing, but Samsung. Why? Well, because this thing's been sitting in storage for about, let's just say, 3 years without a single battery charge, and I charged this thing for a week for it to boot. That's why it's at 100% battery right now. So what we have to do now is just figure out how to connect to a network, get this thing updated, because as you can see from the Play Store logo, this thing is clearly showing its age. I mean, this is running not the stock version of Android that it came with, but the latest available version, which is still Android 11. The speakers as well work. I'm not sure how to I can show you that. So this is just how we're gonna check. So the speakers work. Let's just see a ringtone that won't get striked. Probably just beep beep. Yeah, I mean, this works perfectly fine. The only downside is that the one thing that makes this tablet actually useful, which is internet, makes this thing like unusable. Because if this would probably be like a YouTube content machine or like. So we're going to be using the help of a couple of softwares from the very well known Gemini mobile. They have an application called Geekternet, or what is it called? I just installed it yesterday. Whatever this is, Geekternet. So this is basically like a VPN app that uses an internet connection from a Windows, Linux, or Mac OS PC to give this thing internet. Not perfect, but enough for us to get the browser on this thing working. Connect this thing via Ethernet to get a Google account on this, but just getting the browser on this is enough for what we're going to be doing. Later on we can add a Wi-Fi dongle and stuff like that to this, and if we need to, we can put a Linux distro on this so that we can get more variability in terms of accessories, applications, and even heck, maybe get Lineage OS on this, because there is no official version of Lineage that we were able to get this thing from Android 11 to hopefully 12, 13, or even 16 maybe. Yeah, Bluetooth just stopped working, so we do need to remove a couple of services to make this thing bug free, like removing the Bluetooth service, removing the Wi-Fi service, and removing a couple bloatware apps. So let's start with the easiest, and that's just plugging this thing into Ethernet and then I'll log into Google and stuff like that. I'll do it in the background since I have to enter passwords and stuff like that. So I log into Google with Ethernet and be right back. So, alright, I put AnyDesk on this thing. So hopefully we can get some level. So as you can see, if connected to Ethernet, so apparently there is no Gemini. I tried looking up Gemini and it's just not there. So what we can do instead is we can install Google Assistant, because Google Assistant is fine and it might redirect us to install Gemini. So we can install Google Assistant. We can try that. We'll do auto open. Next thing we have to do as well is we have to get a launcher. So there's a couple launchers. I think we should get a Smart Launcher 6 because this one looks really minimal. So let's install that. And yeah, the tablet itself is quite laggy because it's an old tablet, and it auto updating to the new Google Play and everything is not helping it, because again that requires more modern hardware. Perplexity is here. Assistant is refusing to open. And now if we press and hold, not on Windows but on the AnyDesk, if you press and hold Smart Launcher, god dang, it's laggy. Expanded device capabilities. Oh dang. Yeah, it is lagging. So I'll bring the tablet here and we'll do like an offline setup and then we'll work on it. So I'll get the tablet really quickly. Okay, I brought the tablet. It's doing the thing. It's quite warm, so I can tell it just was lagging. So let's get started here. So calendar, let's keep the weather. Get notified when an event requires attention, and then so this kind of does everything that the assistant needs. So this doesn't have a location pin. I'm not sure. Cannot load purchase option. Just exit. Welcome home. Basically I think it's not the greatest, but yeah, this is kind of what the Pixel like the Nest Hub does, but like it has your time, it has your weather, it has like a smart widgets. This is what the Nest Hub looks like. So it has your music, your weather and everything. This is what we have here. So we can put like a music player. I did install Spotify before we disconnected the internet. We'll move this weather widget up, and we will first remove the One UI launcher, see if that crashes anything. Smart Launcher can neatly organize your apps. Confirm. Yeah, that way. And this is nice. So we can remove a couple of applications that are not being used, such as the Bluetooth application, just to save up some space, A, and B, it stops the annoying pop-ups and stuff. The phone app and the messages app can stay. I'll reduce the brightness so that the camera can see what is happening. Yeah, that's better, so that you guys can see. Alright, and then we have internet, games, and stuff like that, so we can put games. So yeah, and then we can open up Icon Pack Studio. Obviously we're offline. But yeah, this is a really good start. And obviously when we press and hold on the power button, like I was saying, it opens up Perplexity, which is not my first option. I would like something like we have here with Google Gemini, with like just saying hi, hello and all of that. So I'll try to get Gemini on this. Alright, so we are going to do the VPN thing. I've connected the cable here to the tablet. Also, my PC is mad laggy. Like, look at that. I have an SSD just for context, and it is not supposed to have. It's not supposed to downloads, and hopefully to the CMD thingy. Started the server. That's a good sign. Yep, we're connected. So now back to the tablet. Now I hope if I open Spotify, it is able to connect. Yep. So I'm just gonna hit login. Login with email, phone number, Google or Facebook. We'll continue with Apple. I'll just do with Google for now. Then I'll put my actual account later. For now, I guess we'll put the YouTube thing. Okay, so let's hit search, and then let's just do NCS. Okay, let's just do Cradles. So it is getting connection. It is requesting something. It is playing it. I think it's muted. Yeah, it was muted. Okay. So this is able to play music. Oh, I forgot this doesn't have dynamic island. Wait 1 minute. So this doesn't have dynamic island. Hold up. The now bar doesn't exist in this era. Alright. Now, can you play Warriors by NCS?
Okay, which app do you want to use?
Spotify.
Okay, asking Spotify to play NCS.
This is what this tablet is. And then a random whatever that song is, but yeah, it's not the greatest, but it works. But I hope that it prompts me to upgrade to Gemini. Let's hope that it prompts me.
Opening Chrome.
Opening Chrome. Why opening Chrome? I could try installing the APK for Gemini. Yeah, or ask it to do it for me.
Here's what I found on the web.
Google Gemini. Yes, install. Come on. That's why. Our device is not compatible with Google Gemini. No. Okay, we can. But yes, let's do. Okay, it's trying to load something. Perplexity Assistant would like to. Okay. Okay, unlock. We're gonna have to pay something. Okay. Okay, Icon Pack Studio. This is just an Icon Pack app. We're just installing it. And we're gonna try and try and see how the performance is of this. Flip clock, world clock. We could theoretically get this. Let me just add that to a wish list. Again, I'm not doing anything impressive. I'm just using whatever I can, despite my minor inconvenience that we have right there. Okay, quick update. The tablet it works. I have utilized this universal Android debloater to delete some of the apps. So you can see if I go into contacts, it's just the Gmail app and the phone app. I'm keeping the phone app just in case if it crashes. Internet, you can see it's just Google Assistant, Chrome. Actually, I'm going to delete Google Assistant, Chrome, and a couple others. There's no games. Media, you can see no changes. But here you can see changes. I have removed the Samsung apps except for the calendar app and the reminders app. So I've removed the alarm app and stuff like that. And in settings, it's now just files and the main settings app. And this is your home screen now. So I'm going to install a wallpaper app like Bing Wallpaper or Google Wallpaper, probably Google Wallpaper, and make this so it's a rotating wallpaper. That way it's not just this stock old wallpaper. And then I'm going to uninstall this thingy, the daily board. Yes, it's a cool feature, but I'm going to probably install something like a flip clock. That way it's actually useful instead of it being some kind of niche feature. So I'm going to remove it with this, and then I'm going to definitely switch put my personal accounts on this, and then just stick it on the side, and then give you like a final reveal. Okay, so I brought the tablet from the Ethernet. I now connected it to Ethernet again so I could record. So here, if we go home, it is a bit laggy, so I'm glad I made it not a main device but a side device that just does basic tasks. Now I'm going to try and utilize the internet now. Come on. Okay, so if I go here and if I search for what I already did search, Gemini, yeah, see a lot is happening. Come on, Gemini. We're gonna try and attempt to get Gemini because it's a mix of both, so I really do want Gemini. Otherwise I would just purchase something, right? These devices can. So we go into apps, close. We really put an ad blocker on this thing, but not right now. So if we put here, oh no, not Google LLC. I want Google. No, not health monitor. Okay, this thing is a little slow, so okay, Google Gemini. Okay, and then need to go into scroll to available downloads. We need 1.0.79, whatever that big number is, and then we need the APK, that bundle right over there. We need this bundle. With this bundle, I have the installer, so in APK bundle, it should ask me where to download now because I have an SD card. There you go. Files loaded. Install app. Allow from the source back. Install. Come on, please. There we go. Let's hit open app now. Let's see. Does Gemini. Welcome to Gemini. Okay. More. Use Gemini. It works. Yeah, see? Okay, let's try. What is the Archimedean spiral?
The arc welding spiral primarily refers to spiral welded pipe or helical welded pipe, which uses an arc welding process, typically submerged arc welding (SR balloon), to create a continuous helical weld seam along the length of a steel pipe. This manufacturing process forms the pipe by bending a steel strip at an angle, spiraling it into a cylinder.
Yeah, it works fine. I don't know why. Create content from images. Agree. Yeah, it works fine. I don't get why. The only thing that doesn't work fine is this app called Widget Lab. This app is supposed to give us that widgets that we are looking forward to. It's been a little glitchy. Time for the true test to see if what I've done is tomfoolery. This is the true test to see the integrity of the OS with all of this nonsense that I've done. Because I've deleted the camera app and the gallery app now. Again, we're removing all of this Samsungness out of this because, well, it's not needed. That's the thing. The rest is fine, like Samsung clock, Samsung alarm, and all of that. Just that this doesn't need that ecosystem bits. We need Google ecosystem in this, so we can replace the Samsung bits with Google bits so that it can join the ecosystem that is Google. Okay, so it's able to boot. Let's see if it's able to launch. Okay, I'm able to open the apps. Okay, so it's survived the boot test. So what I've done, and I'll prove it to you. So this is all of the new apps we've got. No gallery app anymore. No assistant app anymore. And no contacts app anymore. So we've removed a lot of Samsung apps. And we have replaced Google with the clock app with Google's. So yeah, that's cool. I mean, the shots I'm getting are quite cool. Alright, I'm just going to put my personal accounts on this and show you the end result. This is our complete result. I mean, it looks clean. Like, look at it. The time right there. The Spotify. The weather. The calendar right there. I mean, there's no internet, so it's not going to look nice, but if I just swipe, I have the, but this is going to change. This is going to be like a proper live wallpaper. But I have put like a material you thing, right? The icons haven't changed, but you notice that the icons have changed. I put grayscale mode just so that everything's like a nice minimal black and white. I may not use that much storage as well. If you look at it here, we're only using like 10 gigs and 7 gigabytes is system files, and we are using probably 3 gigabytes worth of stuff, so 3 gigs. So that's not bad if you ask me. So if I just empty or everything, just this alone is 34 gigs without the extra wallpapers and all of that stuff. That is not bad at all. So I'm quite satisfied with this. So obviously we've tested everything. We've tested the music player, we've tested everything, and I'm quite satisfied, if I'm being very honest, because I just realized that if you press and hold, press and hold here and hit fine positioning, you can fine tune the widget, and you can remove snap to grid, so you can resize it, move it, everything. And that's just really cool, man. And just put prevent modifications. So yeah, this is the completed offline version. In the next video, we'll probably get it online, and then we'll use all the widgets properly. But I just wanted to see what it looks like now without the live wallpaper installed, because again, live wallpaper will need an active internet connection. And if you press the power button, just wait a couple minutes, and there you have it. The screensaver is on. So I mean, it is really good. So yeah, so catch you guys in the next one. See ya.